After an intense political campaign, it's now all set that who is going to win the race to the White House on 5th of November. So in this video, we like to see who is actually ahead in the race. But before that, I would like to take you through the steps which an US election goes through. So the US election is a complex process, and it uses an indirect election system through the electoral college and not a popular vote. The process is lengthy, which starts about almost 2 years before the election day. Primary election and caucuses help parties choose their nominees. National conventions officially nominate candidates and establish party platforms. The electoral college system means that winning the national popular vote does not guarantee victory. So out of the 538 electoral votes, the candidate needs to win 270 electoral votes to become the president, and which is not necessarily a majority of the popular vote. So now coming back to the US presidential elections of this year. In any presidential election, swing states play a very pivotal role. And this year also we have 7 such swing states. But before going into that, let us quickly see what a swing state actually means. So swing states are those whose outcome is uncertain and could swing to either party. They are also known as battleground states or purple states. The characteristics of swing states are that the margins of victory are very close, tendency to switch between parties from one election to another, and a diverse demography means that it can swap from one party to another at any time. So, as far as this year's swing states are concerned, we have 7 swing states. Starting from the north, we have Wisconsin, then Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. Now let's have a quick look in these swing states who is leading. Based on the 538 polls of 31st October, what we can find in Wisconsin, Kamala Harris is leading by less than 1. In Michigan, she is leading by +1. However, in rest of the swing state, Trump is enjoying a majority, while in some of them he is leading by +1, +2, and in Pennsylvania and Nevada the fight is very close. So as you can see, the overall fight in these presidential elections is neck to neck. If we have a look at what were the key issues in these swing states, they can be ranked as follows. First of all, it was obviously cost of living, then healthcare. Election integrity was a big issue with a lot of concern regarding the EVM machines. Then illegal immigration is always a big issue in any US elections. Then taxation, then women empowerment and abortion laws, policing crime, and defense, and the list goes on. But there is also an impact, as we can see, on the war from Israel-Palestine and the war in Ukraine. So if we now go into the national polling averages as of 31st October, as you can see, the fight here is very neck to neck. Though Harris is enjoying a slender lead over Trump, anything can happen on election day. So this was a summary of what can happen on election day. But now let's look like what we can expect from each of these presidential candidates if they are sworn into power. Let's first start with Trump. So as we know, Trump always promises tougher immigration laws, and his other focus is decreasing corporate tax so that businesses can flourish in the USA. He also has come forward with strengthening social security schemes. And the most important of his promises is that he has promised to remove the deep state from its roots. And as always, he has again stepped up his campaign by saying that he is going to provide less economic support to NATO. And this actually summarizes his overall election campaign. In contrast, Harris's election campaign can just be opposite. So while she is bound to secure her borders, but she also keeps a human approach in terms of immigration laws. She also is focusing on decreasing tax on low income threshold families, maintaining participation in the Paris Accord, and clinging to the climate change promises. She is also trying to empower women in terms of their abortion rights. And last but not the least, she has promised to strengthen ties with NATO and keep on supporting Ukraine in its war with Russia. So, on a whole, this election has been a very intense and an interesting one with its ebbs and lows. And we need to wait for the 5th of November to see who is going to sit on White House. So that was all from me today. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.